Your commander, sir.
Boys. Too many boys.
The first battle will turn them into men.
In the old days, I lived at least 6 months with my men before going into action. I knew them, they knew me. These are strangers. Too many boys.
They have never tasted defeat.
Do they know what is expected of them?
They are ready to die for you. Can you ask more?
Ob stürmt oder steigt, ob die Sonne uns sagt, der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaubt sind die Gesichter, doch wo ist unser Sinn, ja unser Sinn? Es rast unser Panzer im Sturmwind dahin. Ob stürmt oder schneit, ob die Sonne uns lacht, der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaubt sind die Gesichter, doch froh ist unser Sinn, ja unser Sinn. Es rast unser Panzer in Sturmwind dahin. Ob stürmt oder schneit, ob die Sonne uns lacht.
Louder.
Der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaubt sind die Gesichter, doch wo ist unser Sinn, ja unser Sinn? Es rast unser Panzer im Sturmwind dahin. Ob stürmt oder schneit, ob die Sonne uns wacht, der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaubt sind die Gesichter, doch wo ist unser Sinn, ja unser Sinn? Es rast unser Panzer die Sturmwind dahin.
Hey guys, and welcome to the basement. I wanted to show you a thing or two of what I've been doing. Basically, I've always wanted to make a German King Tiger based on the Battle of the Bulge movie by Warner Brothers. So this is it. This is the M46 Patton, and it's a Tamya build, and she's painted up, and the pans are gray, and we got the markings on it of R01, which is Colonel Hessler's command tank, and a little bit about the movie. So the movie, it kind of gets his balls kicked in a lot because it used the M46 Patton tank, but the at the end of the war, most of the German vehicles were handed over to the Middle East countries. Spain had a few of them. So to make a movie and show the extensive tank assault from the Ardennes, finding that much German equipment is near impossible. So the producers of the movie ended up going to Spain, where they actually filmed the movie. Now, the movie gets a lot of criticism these days because it was filmed in Spain and not in the German heartland in the Ardennes. So it doesn't get filmed in Belgium and all that neat stuff. So what ends up happening is the movie gets filmed in Spain, and they ask the Spanish army if they can use their equipment for the movie. And the Spanish army, of course, they acquiesce to the request, and they end up giving them like a company of M46 Patton tanks, and they paint them up gray, German gray, and they put the German insignia on it. And they end up using the American Chafees. Where they got the Chafees, I don't know. But they end up calling the Chaffee Shermans. And we all know they're not Shermans. But again, it's the Chaffee was a World War II tank. But much like the Sherman and the Chaffee, they were used throughout the 50s and in the minor countries. So the Americans have moved on to the M46 Patton, and then later on it would be the M60 and the M61. So the M60A1, I'm sorry, and I think after the M60A1 comes the Abrams. I was around for the 46. I was around for the 48 Patton and the M60A1. So those were the three tanks that I grew up with in the Marine Corps. But I might have my time dates a little confused, but I believe it was the M26 Persian, then it grew into the M46 Patton, and then the M46 Patton becomes, I believe, the M48 Patton and the M60A1. So there were very few 46s left. There were plenty of 48s, and the M60s and the M60A1s were the ones that I saw all the time in the Marine Corps. I was out by the time the Abrams ends up showing. So the Bradley and the Abrams are very, very new to me. I was used to the M60A1 and the 113 armored carriers, the stuff that you see in Vietnam, that kind of. My time period was 79 to 85, so that's what I ended up going at. So, long story short, so I wanted to make this tank, and I know it's not an actual German King Tiger, and the the title to this is a little misleading. I just wanted to see what would happen. But yes, this is an M46 Patton tank, and it's painted after the Battle of the Bulge, and I finally completed it. I just need to get the pennant, and the pennant's a national German color. It's not the National Socialist Party, the Nazi flag, the swastika. So it's not there. It's actually the German national colors of black, red, and white. What you see before you is the Warner Brothers production booklet for the movie Battle of the Bulge. So here we have the bargain basement, right? This is Guffy's tank, and this is Colonel Hessler's tank. So it was supposed to be a diorama that I was making for the from the movie, and the way it's going right now, it's getting there. So this right here is the production booklet for the Battle of the Bulge. and it's actually not too bad. It's pretty cool. It gives you the story of the movie, the plot. And as we all know, they took some historical license on this. The synopsis and the gist of the movie is on point. We're talking about the Germans making the attack through the Ardennes with the objectives of hitting the major cross points of the American sector, cutting through the American sector, and heading to Antwerp and cutting the British and Canadians off from the Americans, and hopefully delay the war and have the Allies sue for peace. And then with the peace made with the American, British, and Canadian and French allies, there was time to turn around and try and stop the Russians who were banging at the door. Of course, when the weather cleared up, now look at this. Look at this, guys. Come on now. Here we got guys knocking this movie because they didn't use regular King Tigers, German vehicles. But these are actual M46 Patton tanks with trucks. They use the 2.5 ton and 1 ton convoy trucks. But look at these vehicles. In what movie now do you see this amount of vehicles, except for Russians? Now, the Russians today are using the old T-34s that they've had in storage to make movies. And what they do is they take a T-34 and they cut it down and they turn it into a Tiger, or they turn it into a Panzerkampfwagen 4, which, when this movie was made, you have to understand that the Soviet bloc was still there. There was no way that the Soviets were going to give any American movie German or Russian tanks. It just wasn't going to happen. So they were able to get from the Spanish army all these M46 Pattons, which is pretty cool. Here's the pennant I'm talking about right here. Now that's on Hessler's tank right there, the 501. So, look at this. I mean, come on. As a kid, this blew my mind. And even as an adult, taking everything in for what it's worth, getting that many tanks, getting that many vehicles, diesel and gas, it's logistically, it's an incredible feat. So, this is a pretty good production booklet. I picked that off of eBay. I got one that was pretty beat up for like $5. And I got another one right there, which is almost brand new for about $25. But anyone interested, look on eBay and look up that little Bulge production booklet, movie booklet, and you will find this. And it has, you can take the kid out of Lowell, but you can't take the Lowell out of the kid. But it has decent photos, and it's just a cool booklet. It really is. It's awesome. So I hope you like that little jaunt down memory lane and my little King Tiger tank here. And I appreciate you guys. And come Thursday, I'm doing double shifts again. So we'll see what happens. All right. So that's it. So I hope to see you out there. Thanks for watching. I got to throw this up on YouTube. My King Tiger, my production booklet, 2 of them, 1 beat up, 1 will go pristine. So it goes with my movie stuff. And there you go. Pretty cool, huh? Somewhere along the line, I do have lobby cards that were distributed in a French cinema. So it's the Battle of the Bulge in French. I just got to figure out where I put them. And like anything, I got so much stuff I can't find it. All right, guys, be good to each other. It's a crazy world out there. I got a touch-up bargain basement. Guffy's tank right here, Sergeant Guffy. Guffy was played by Tully Savalas, and this is his tank. So, and there's Colonel Hessler, played by Robert Shaw. And, all right, guys, I know June 6th has passed, and I just want to say... well, to all our Vietnam veterans, welcome home. To all our veterans who served, thank you. And as a Marine Corps veteran, it goes a long way when, to the guys that came out of the 60s and 70s, they had it pretty rough coming home. So God bless them. God bless you all. And it's a crazy world out there. Hopefully it'll get better. I can see tides are changing a wee bit, so that'll be good. As it is a crazy world out there, you all take care of each other. You all take care of each other. Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting tongue-tied. And God bless, and thank you for all the vets. Peace. Make war no more. Ciao.